In fact, when people talk about post-colonial theory, they are just talking about three things in essence. The first thing is that post-colonial theory refers to people's experiences within geographical spaces. The second thing is that post-colonial theory refers to a specific period of time. And the third and final aspect of post-colonial theory is that it is a critique or textual approach to realities of oppression and subjugation. Let's look at these things. As a theory describing experiences within geographical spaces, post-colonial theory is used loosely to describe experiences and geographical spaces of former colonized countries and people. For instance, countries like Zambia, India, Jamaica, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, which were partially settled by former colonizers, are referred to as post-colonial countries or spaces. Further, settler countries like Canada and Australia are also referred to as post-colonial. Now, what do we mean by settler? In Australia and in Canada, the colonizers have settled and they are still in power. In countries like Zambia, independence was fought and the colonizers left, but Zambia remains. The second aspect, post-colonial theory as an identifier of specific period of time, refers or describes the historic period after colonization following independence of the colonized countries. However, this view is said to undermine the meaning of post-colonial, as it suggests that colonialism was ended at independence. So in this instance, in the second case, the period after independence to the present is called post-colonial time or post-colonial period. However, there is a caveat to this aspect of post-colonial theory, because when you look at the word post, which means after, it might imply that colonialism no longer exists, but it does in different forms, including imperialism, which is not the subject of this short presentation. The third aspect of colonialism is the fact that it is a theory that is used to criticize realities of oppression and subjugation. So, arising from what we just mentioned in the last aspect of post-colonial theory, you find that yes, still post-colonial theory deals with the restoration of the culture of the formerly colonized other communities impacted by the imperial process from the moment of colonization to the present day. Other scholars following this view have described post-colonial theory as a means of defiance of forms of subjugation. And actually, Rukundwa and Ade in their article argue that from an optimistic point of view, post-colonial theory is a means of defiance by which any exploitative and discriminative practices, regardless of time and space, can be challenged. So to sum up, when you look at the first aspect, we are talking about geographical spaces which were formerly colonized. They are called colonial. The second aspect is a period after independence. The third aspect, regardless of the space, geographical space, regardless of the time in which we live, this theory can be used to fight forms of injustices and subjugation that have continued in formerly colonized countries. Thank you so much.